So it's been 7 years exactly this month since we moved into our own home, and I wanted to bring you along today and share a little bit about the journey. It's been a long journey. It's been a lot of hard work, and everything we managed to accomplish is a testament to all that we have worked for it. It started off as a little lot that we were able to buy on a road that at the time was fairly lonely. Actually, some people wondered why we'd even moved there because it tended to be a little bit, it was didn't have the best reputation. But it's where we could afford a small piece of land. And so we got it. And since then, it has populated like crazy. So we have neighbors way up and way down. At the time, there was just 2 other houses right there that we could see. And now there's so many more. Now there's about 10 just that we can see from our house. But anyway, we got this piece of land. The truth is, I've never wanted to build. I wanted to buy a ready-made house, but we all know that's not always possible. And so the building happened, and my husband worked hard. It was a very hard year because I was expecting my second, and we moved when I was over 38 weeks pregnant. The house was very unfinished, as you can see. Our oldest daughter was 16 months old, and right over that time of moving, there was a bad stomach flu going on. My daughter and my husband had had it just a few days before, and the first night in our new house, I woke up and started throwing up. But thankfully, by the time our second daughter was born a week later, we were all pretty much on the mend. The day she was born, we were still moving the last of our things, and everything was a mess and disorganized and unfinished. But we made it. We made it through the year, and God's grace was with us because that labor and birth was the easiest out of all 4. If I could have them all like that, that would be fun. And now, as you'll see in the pictures, with our hard work, it definitely looks much different, even if it's still a work in progress and still has a way to go. In today's video, you'll see that we managed to get a couple months ago, the main living area painted. I think it was in April. But there was some of the trim that I'd never gotten done till now. So I was finishing painting that up. And I want to share some other thoughts that I have about our houses. I don't know if any of you struggle like I do with, sometimes just wishing I could have a real house, a real kitchen. What is real anyway, But an actual kitchen with cabinets built in and all that. And actual bedrooms that are finished, because even if our main living area is finished except for the ceiling, none of the bedrooms are finished, nor the bathroom, nor any of the other rooms are finished yet. And so I'll be honest that I sometimes struggle with it. And yet I've been thinking, where do we get these expectations from? It's probably from everyone else that I know in the pictures I see. But the truth is, we are so blessed. I've been thinking of how long this has taken to build and how in war-torn countries probably there's people who put years in life into building their home the way they want it, and then it gets destroyed. And it's just for a fleeting lifetime. And so why do we struggle with wanting to have more than what we have? I do sometimes still get annoyed with that everything is a one-way street. Let's say any hallway, any room there's so little bit extra room, and yet I know we have enough. We're close as a family. There's nowhere else to go than to get along with each other, and that is a good thing too. I know sometimes I wish I could finish more too, but I know this year we did so much that we hadn't done for several years, because for several years till now we were just finishing up, getting out the emergencies that needed to be built, and this year to be able to paint, to be able to get a new table and chairs, to be able to put a window in the bathroom, and quite recently get our side porch made, and that just has been such a blessing. I know that I have so much, and there'd be many people who would be happy with my home, who would love to have the house that I have. And so my encouragement for you is just to find things to be thankful for. Our children do not notice. They don't know, except if they hear from us, that they're living in what we would call less than ideal. And why is it less than ideal? Because happy childhood memories aren't made of how nice your home is. It is how the home atmosphere is. And children are happy with little as long as there's joy and love. There's simple ways to work on our home. I've said this before, but we can use nature. We can look around. I'm so glad I got to paint now, but before that, I could look around and see little things that I could improve. And little ways. For me, one tip for organizing a small home is to keep as much off the floor as possible and as much off of surfaces like tables and counters. And it isn't possible to keep them clean and empty always, because there's nowhere else to put stuff sometimes. And I'm not the best at it. But there is so many things that we can do to improve the way our houses look and to bring beauty into our homes. And that is my encouragement for you to find ways. And I don't think it's bad either if you are struggling with your house. Ask God to give you more according to His will, because He does give us all we need. And He also delights in blessing us with extra gifts sometimes, and that's what I want to take these gifts, these things that we've been able to do to improve our home, as gifts from God. Because, yes, who am I to think that I deserve it, or that I'm entitled to the house of my dreams, or anything like that, or a finished house? It's probably a good thing that we don't have everything perfect, because then it makes us long for heaven. Can you imagine mansions and everything finished and everything clean, and we won't have to work so hard for it? It's things that God promises us in His Word. And so while He does want us to create beauty where we are, and He does fill our lives with so much blessing and beauty, He also wants us to long for heaven. And that is maybe part of His plan, that life here on earth is a struggle sometimes. If you're living in a smaller home than you would like, in an unfinished home, today I want to encourage you to count your blessings, to look to God, to look for small ways to improve, to ask God to help you to change things according to His will, and to trust Him that He is working in your heart and He is preparing a mansion for you. And we don't need it on this earth. So I think I'll leave it at that for today. Maybe when you look around, you'll see, there's something small that you can change. Or maybe you can put in some effort to do something else on your home. And I pray that God would bless you, bless your home, and that this could be an encouragement for you. That wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever situation it is, that you can be thankful and blessed with whatever house you have. Thank you for joining me today. I love sharing with other moms the things that I am learning in my own personal life as a busy young mom of 4. If any of that, as well as homemaking or homeschooling encouragement, or simply encouragement to keep your heart in the right place looking to Jesus, if any of that is down your line, I welcome you to subscribe and we will see you in the next video.
So that's how it comes out.
Yeah. So it climbs on, just don't touch its wings.
But how can Daddy get him out?
I have to wait and see.